Look at my mug. It's so cute. That's me. Hi, babe. Welcome to the Horror Babe Show. I'm your host, Chelsea Beller. Oh man, has it been a long week. In case you don't know, I try to get a video out every 2 Wednesdays. That didn't happen this week because I was on set. Then today, my Saturday, I woke up early to go see Terrifier 3 with my friend Katie Hansen, who you might know from episodes 4 and 5. And if you haven't watched those already, it's a lovely conversation with my fellow horror enthusiast Katie. Hi, Katie. Yes, I watched art slice and dice people this morning so I could get a video out ASAP. I'm devoted. It just feels like it's been forever since I put out Breaking the Kills of Terrifier 2. So this feels long overdue, but here we are, you know? Life happens. October is crazy. Speaking of which, here's a few updates before we get into the video. For all you skippers, go ahead and skip ahead, man. Horror Babe hit 400 YouTube subscribers this week. Dude, I lost my mind. I saw that number creeping up and I was just, is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? And it happened. To all of my new subs, thank you from the bottom of my black heart. On top of that, I have my very first Tier 1 Patreon member. Thanks, babe. We've since chatted and I asked him, do you have any recommendations for a Horror Babe video? Something to look forward to when you become a Patreon member. Note, this does not mean I will do a video for every recommendation I receive, but I am more than happy to hear your thoughts. Last thing, I'm going to Film Quest at the end of the month. Dude, I am so excited. This is my first film festival. I'm going as press. I've already had several indie filmmakers reach out to me to connect while we're at the festival. I am so excited. This is such an incredible opportunity. Of course, I'll be covering it on the channel, so stay tuned for that. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty, why we all plopped our butts in these seats. Let's review Terrifier 3. Since Terrifier 3 only came out a week, 2 weeks ago, I want to be cognizant of the fact that I'm sure several of you, many of you, probably still haven't seen it yet. So I'm going to keep the beginning part of this video as spoiler-free as possible, including the description and the review, but I will have spoiler highlights toward the end and they will be labeled in the timeline below, so just be aware of that. I'll also, of course, warn you ahead of time. So if you do not want spoilers, I will make sure to say this part contains spoilers and you can go ahead and skip that part. Sick. It's Christmas time. Is it? No. But in the movie, it is. Sienna Shaw is fresh out of a psychiatric ward, which after everything she's been through, I don't blame her. She comes home to live with her aunt, uncle, and her little cousin, who's like a little sister to her. Art mysteriously comes back to life, I won't include details, and of course back to Miles County, 'cause he just can't get enough. A horrific accident happens in town. Sienna believes this is because Art is back. The review. A gorific masterpiece. Even more shocking and disgusting than the last. How many buckets of fake blood does a Terrifier movie need? That's a number I'm scared to know. Holy hell, there is so much blood and guts. If you enjoy gore, like nasty, disgusting, gut-wrenching, over-the-top gore where you see absolutely everything and nothing is left to the imagination, you will love this. It's gore with a story. It's story gore. It's gore core. The performances keep getting better, and you might be thinking, is that really necessary for a film like this? Maybe not to you, but I personally like when a victim is screaming their bloody head off and they have fear itself in their eyes. So yeah, I need it to be believable, and everyone in this film does a fantastic job at that. I didn't for 1 second think, oh, that person's a little, I didn't really believe that they were scared of him. Pretty much every single person, I was like, oh, I would shit my pants if I was them. Possibly even more important than that, Art's facial expressions. They keep getting better, and I don't understand. He must be spending hours in front of a mirror just contorting his face, because every scene, I was like, wow, didn't realize how much effort it takes to be Art. But yeah, it takes a lot. His facial expressions were making me laugh out loud in almost an empty theater. It was this morning, so I don't blame anyone who doesn't want to see that much gore at 11 a.m. He's so funny, and with the amount of blood and guts that comes with these films, it is more than welcome. His comic relief really breaks it up in a magical way, and especially in a way where you're lulled into a sense of safety. Oh, we're just kidding around. He's just joking, and then bang. Oh, well, that person's dead. That wasn't as funny as I thought. In terms of the story, I love where this is going. I was hoping for more answers in terms of Sienna's storyline, but I'm assuming that's coming in Terrifier 4, so fingers crossed. The kills. I won't get into specifics, but Lord Almighty. No two kills are the same, which is fantastic. That's what you want, right? You want it to be unique and exciting, and holy hell, I didn't realize you could use that as a weapon. So brutal. My jaw fell open at one point, just wide open. And the kills vary from silly to god-awful. Later on, I will make sure to do a kill ranking video for this film. Don't you worry. Rating time. I give this a 5 out of 5. Way to go to Damien Leone, David Howard Thornton, Lauren Lavera. You guys rock. You make this film what it is, this franchise what it is. It wouldn't be what it is without you. I can't wait for the next one. It needs to come out right now. Here's a few spoiler highlights. Okay, the bar scene with Santa, the barfly, and the bartender. Sounds like the beginning of a joke. This scene made me laugh so hard. The way Art possesses this childlike wonder when he sees Santa, I was losing my shit. It made me laugh so hard. I was dying. It was so funny because the dichotomy of this horrific, scary, disgusting clown, an adult man nonetheless, losing his mind because he sees Santa Claus. I was like, oh my god. Like, yes, I love this so much. I love it so much. I want to see David Howard Thornton over the holidays do shit like this. It is so goddamn funny. Once again, we have Art chopping up some guy's junk. He loves it. He loves chopping junk. Why? It's funny. It's funny. And I can only imagine it makes every guy go, "Ooh." Also, it was a full shot of everything, all covered in blood, but oof, that looks bad. Pretty much as bad as Terrifier 1 when he has the girl strung up from her feet and he down the middle. Yeah, Pretty much like that. Oh, right. We have a particularly memorable scene when Art's counterpart, Vicky, gets hot because he's torturing someone. She, if you don't remember, or if you haven't seen it, but you're open to spoilers, she pleases herself with a shard of glass. Yeah, I winced at that. I winced at that. Good Lord. Oh, and when Gabby, the cousin, falls into the pit, I'm assuming that's hell, by the way, and she has the sword with her, or the knife. What are we calling it? A magical knife? A magical sword? I don't know. That is so intriguing to me. I mean, that alone is a cliffhanger, and I'm just going, ooh, is this like a bloodline thing? Like, is she gonna like climb out of hell having gone through her own version of everything that Sienna's gone through? She's just gonna be like covered in blood and like a freaking warrior. I think that's what's coming. Also, side note, I absolutely believed this chick was somehow related to Gina Davis. If you did too, please tell me in the comments. I just could only see a very young Gina Davis in her face. And if she's not related to her at all, which it doesn't look like she is according to IMDb, I'm shocked, and I'm just like, you are a blessed child. Okay, if you'd like to share your favorite moments in the comments, please feel free to do so, but also write spoiler or spoilers prior to the comment. I really don't want this movie ruined for anyone who hasn't seen it yet, so let's just all be, you know, respectful and make sure we give people a heads up ahead of time, because yeah, this is such a great movie. I really don't want it ruined for anyone. I like did my best to only watch the trailer and not know or learn anything else about this movie before watching, because I just wanted to go in as blind as possible. So please feel free to comment anything you'd like about the film, but let's just, you know, let's just be respectful to our fellow horror babe, right? Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Before I go admit myself to a psychiatric ward, here's a spooky reminder that I have a Patreon. If you like exclusive horror babe content, you got it. Or if you'd like to support the show but you only have enough for a coffee, you can buy me a coffee. I really appreciate it, and I will shout you out in the next episode. Well, that's it from me. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, follow, and subscribe. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and Letterboxd to see what I'm watching and what I'm rating. Also, don't forget to check out my merch store. You can buy a Horror Babe mug, t-shirt, sweater, hat, sticker, pretty much whatever you want. It's a TeePublic store, so it's just my logo on everything that they have available. Check it out. Okay, thanks. Bye, babe.